Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got their crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Harlot, People Me. Hello, Katrina, Nana Banana, Mia B, Keith. We have Linda, Blue, Claus, Under Review. Under Review. That's so funny that you mentioned that. Somebody just brought that conspiracy to my attention, and I had planned to go over it on Sunday. Whenever I do my conspiracy live next, I wanted to touch upon that little conspiracy because I did not know about that since yesterday. That there was this whole "where is Kate Middleton" rabbit hole, and it's just so funny that you said that because I did not know about it since yesterday, and I just got turned on to it, and I was so excited to go down it, and so I was planning on discussing it. So it's just what a coinkydink. Hello, Jennifer. Um, you know what, boho hobo? And I apologize, you guys. I'm a little bit stuffed up. But I saw this stuff going on about Boeing, like what's going on with Boeing, but I have not looked into it yet. Is it worth looking into? Um, and so I apologize, you guys, that I was not able to come on last night. The spawn is sick. Now I'm starting to, as you can hear, I'm starting to catch it. My whole family's actually sick with the flu, like freaking everything you can imagine. Thank you, Debbie Doodles. Welcome. We're so happy to have you part of the channel. Thank you so much for joining as a member. Thank you, thank you. So I'm so sorry to have to cancel last night. Obviously, family comes first though, but I'm very happy to be here with all of you guys. You just will have to not mind a little bit of congestion. So thank you, Grateful Mama. Yes, Tess. Okay, message me, Tess, and catch me up to date if like there's things I need to know, or if you have like a compact video to catch me up on. Thank you, Under Review. Thank you, guys. Hi, Cat 111, Hippie Chick, Thistle, Skylab. Dude, like everybody in my family is sick right now. Like everybody. It started with my sister with the flu and that asshole bouncing around to all of us. But I don't even think it's not just the flu within my family. There's multiple things. So good luck. Godspeed to all of you guys, because it's everywhere, man. Hi, Maria. High risk offending. We love congestion. Thank you. Perfect. So we had last left off as far as the calls ending in November. We ended off November and we were entering into December of 2022. No, I'm sorry, 2020. But then we had stopped because we went over the lawsuit that Tisha is in the middle of, and that was a doozy. Dude, Jaded, I am one of those kids who had strep all the time, like 6 times a year, and my poor spawn gets it the same exact way, but not strep this time. Not strep. Luckily. So, thank you, Thistle. Yeah, take a second, hit the thumbs up if you do not mind. Hey, crazy mama. And so we went over the lawsuit. And hello, my fellow Jaded, by the way. Hi, Yankee Kyle, Kathy 4. So the lawsuit was definitely very interesting. We definitely had some very heavy allegations in there, but we had a lot of parallels that I thought back to while going through the jail files and thinking back to all of the kites that Letecia wrote. And a lot of the allegations that she wrote within the kites are in that lawsuit, except this, like, the sexual. Listen, she had written reports to Priya before, but it wasn't regarding being watched and what is it called again? Voyeurism. It was regarding another inmate that was naked and self-pleasuring, and Tisha considered that harassment. And hi, Valerie. And so she made a Priya report. Meanwhile, she herself walks around naked and acts crazy. So, I don't know. So I still do not know what was the Valentine's Day card. Who is that from? What the fuck's up with meat sticks? I don't know. I will still look into that for us, but I don't know if I'm going to get to the conclusion because it's Tisha. And it doesn't necessarily have to be based on anything, but as far as the meat sticks, I don't know. But why she would include meat sticks in her in her lawsuit, there has to be some type of significance. I just don't know what the significance is. Now, with the Valentine's Day card, I'm going to assume maybe she's going to claim that one of the guards or the defendant number 5, specifically who she's accusing of with the voyeurism, maybe she's going to claim that came from them. But it has very similar handwriting from Meat Feet. Hi, Meat Feet. I didn't know you were awake. It has very similar handwriting from Letecia herself. So it reminds me of another peanut butter threat. That's what it reminds me of. Another peanut butter threat where Letecia is writing herself these letters and then trying to use it as, look, I'm the victim. Look what I'm receiving type of deal. Okay. Now, where we last left off in November, Letecia did a call. Letecia had a call with, how do you say, a boyfriend, Mr. E over here, and she was giggling and she was happy as could be, and she's like, I'm gonna become blind and fall down these stairs, put money on my commissary so I could get reading glasses, if you know what I mean. She was all up in her, and then she's like, okay, gotta go, bye, and she hung up. That's where we last left off. So now we're about to start December. The first call is to Harley, but the second call is to Papa. You guys, I am open to something new. The last few weeks we've been at a very a little bit of a standstill ever since Aunt Brenda took that car from Harley. Tisha kind of had to put the vampire craziness to the side for a moment and step up and make some moves. So we haven't been really getting a lot of the crazy that we usually get. It's been basically Letecia just having conversations with Harley and screwing over family members, talking shit, being two-faced to each one of them. So the first one we're listening to is Harley on December 1st. And then the second one is to Daddy Kenny Ray. It's to Papa. And we don't get to hear from Papa often, okay? And so I'm excited. Give me something different. Let me see how her energy shifts. Let me see what is she going to do? She doesn't do calls often with Papa. Is she going to feel like it's necessary to go over the top with the crazy? Is she going to overcompensate? Is she going to keep things chill? What's going to happen? I don't know. We're going to find out. So let's get started. So let me go pull this up. But you have to remember, she's mad at Papa. She's mad at Papa because Papa won't send enough money each month. And Aunt Brenda even talks shit about Papa because she's like, listen. And yeah, that's my best accent. Listen. If your father just sent, $200 a month and then I'd send $200 a month, we'd be set, Tisha Lynn. Do not make fun of my accent, okay? And she's like astounded, like you're his daughter. Meanwhile, no, she's a grown-ass woman and she's also a child killer. It is not on Papa. It's not on Papa Kenny Ray to put hundreds of dollars on Tisha's books each month. Like, this is what pisses me off about Aunt Brenda. Let's address the huge ass elephant in the room. What she's charged with. Stop worrying about how she's going to get her transistor radio for the third time. And let's focus on the horrific murder of her stepson. Hello, little red O. So, hey, MK, LJ. Okay. Oh, before I pull this up, side, totally side related. Has anybody been watching the Who the Fuck Did I Marry series from TikTok? Totally not case related, but has anybody been watching the Who the Fuck Did I Marry? The girl who spoke out and did like a little no, Katrina. Okay, dude, I'm on like part 34. Dude, no spoilers. No freaking spoilers in the chat. I swear, if any of you mess this up for me, I'm going to be pissed if I put this much time and dedication into this and one of you spoil it for me. Okay. Listen, it is interesting. It is, and I don't know where it's going to end. But it's heading in a wow. Wow. I know. And that's why I'm saying, don't you dare spoil this for me, because I see Legion replied. I see ex-wife replied, ex-girlfriend replied, and I have been avoiding it. I've been ducking and dodging shit so I could finish this out and then watch everything that has been like going on since. And I'm really excited, but I had to know, hey, Michelle, I had to know, if anybody else was even watching it. You literally just type in Crazy Mama in the YouTube search bar, who the bleep did I marry? And all of the TikToks will come up in one video. Well, actually, it's 2 videos. It's long though, but trust me when I say once you get going, you'll be like, shit. So like as I'm doing like housework, I'll just keep it in my ear and listen. And it's like, damn, man. Like, shit. And it very much reminds me of Letecia. Okay. Where I don't do TikTok either, Jaded. It's all on YouTube. That's why I'm saying I don't do TikTok, but it's all available on YouTube on one, technically 2 videos. But I just pick back up where I left off because YouTube saves your spot. And this lesion reminds me very much of Letecia with the lies and how dedicated and even though he was a master manipulator and actually was good at it and Tisha was bad, there's a lot of similarities. It's called Who the Fuck Did I Marry? But okay, now let me pull it up. Not the Who the Fuck Did I Marry? The Tisha calls. All right. So let me entertain you. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I didn't even do it yet. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Put this on full. Put this on here. Woogada wooga wooga. I think we got it, guys. All right. So, hi, Christina. Hello, anybody who came in. Oh, I don't know, Katrina. It's long. It's long. It's strong. I gotta get my friction on. It's long. It's long. Yeah, it's like 7 hours long. I still have not finished it, and I've been watching it over the course of a week. But let me be clear. Like you don't have to like sit down and like pay attention. Like I don't want to say pay attention. You don't have to sit down and like be watching the TV to watch it. That's what I'm saying. Like I keep it in my ear, and some parts I'm listening to as I'm falling asleep. Some parts I'm listening to as I'm driving with my earbud in my ear. Some parts I'm listening to while I'm doing housework. You will get through the sections, okay? But it's not like a short video that I could play for you guys. Okay. So here we are, December 1st, 2020. The first call is with Harley, and then the second call is going to be back to back with Harley's, but it's going to be with Papa. It's going to be with Papa, and I'm very eager to hear how this call goes. So let me start.
Hello?
Hey.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. Just finished working out.
Oh, yeah. At the house?
Mm-hmm. At our gym.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Where are the doggies? At home?
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad at Chance today? Is he okay today?
Miller.
He's been good.
That's good.
I'm not mad at him anymore.
Not right now.
No. I started making them sleep in their own cages separated again. And they've been acting better.
That's good. Oh, Lord. I'm going to tell what this lady's up here talking about. Crazy.
That's called granola bar.
You what?
That's called a granola bar.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had one. Well, I didn't eat dinner last night, so, like, I'm starving. I'm ready for lunch.
Okay. Well, we hear this pretty often from you, Tisha. I don't know. Should I pull up the damn logs for that day? you didn't eat dinner last night. All right. I mean, there was a period of time, I'm trying to think back, but I feel like that was more October, not December. December, I feel like, is around the time she got her commas. No, this probably would line up still with the time. I'd have to go check. But all right, Tisha, whatever you say. I'm sure you're starving.
Hmm.
Because they give it like some kind of bean burger. It's like made out of beans. They say it's a religious thing. It says to help you with visions or something. I don't know, but I don't ever eat it. So then,
Hold on. Excuse me? Did she just say a bean burger is supposed to help you with visions? Listen, I'm all about clearing that third eye, baby, and tapping into your consciousness. But I have never heard about biting into a bean burger to acquire visions. And if we're going by what you're saying, you need less visions, less beans, okay?
and I don't eat from like lunch until breakfast. But then they gave us beans for breakfast.
What?
Yeah, they gave us beans in a cereal bar. So I ate the cereal bar. But then they gave beans. Like the people that don't get meat get beans. But I don't get the meat because the meat has onions in it. You see what I'm saying? So I do not meat.
How dare you? How dare you disrespect onions up in here? We are an onion channel here, okay? Number one. So let's just start with that. Number two, if I am not mistaken, Miss Ma'am, you were chowing down on a pepperoni meatball hot pocket while you were being interrogated for the murder of your stepson. So I'm just saying, so you could be, oh, I don't eat meat up in here. I saw you chow down like it was nobody's business on a pepperoni meatball hot pocket. Okay?
And it has like raw, it has raw onions in it. You know what I mean? So I should get like peanut butter probably at lunch.
Oh no. Why does peanut butter play such a huge role in this? Jaded. Oh no. Come on. I don't want to deduct a point from my fellow Jade. Onions are life, okay? I'm like Shia LaBeouf in that movie. What's the name of that movie? Holes? I'm like Shia LaBeouf in Holes. I will fucking bite an onion raw. Okay, motherfucker? Not really, but I love onions. I love raw onions. I love cooked onions. I just love onions. And it's not like an attractive thing to like, but I fucking love onions. And I would totally Shia LaBeouf that shit on a date. And I would down an onion, no problem. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, what's up with the peanut butter in this case? Did you ever notice that? Did you ever notice that? With Grusing, as they're literally recording her calls in the FBI, and it's like he's making peanut butter sandwiches. And then Tisha, she's getting peanut butter threats. And then just even hearing her talk about the butter of the peanut, it's just, it's very just intertwined in this case, man. Mushrooms are the bomb.com too, but no comparison to fucking onions. You could put that shit on anything. You can't put mushrooms on anything, though.
Been eating at home every day. I'm proud of myself.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Oh, banana, that's adorable. Don't tempt me with a good time, Keith.
It's cold here too. It's like 30.
Really? Dang. Something must have went wrong somewhere.
Heartbroken.
It'd be a huge cold front for it to be 30 there by now, because usually that don't happen in January.
I know.
So these calls are so brutal. We've listened to so many. These calls are so brutal between Leticia and Harley because they have nothing to really speak about. They really don't. And it's really sad. And I'm not saying that, hey, whenever you have a call with your parent, do you never talk about service level things, including the weather? No, of course. Don't get me wrong. But it's very awkward, and they only can keep it surface level because they are severely avoiding at all costs to address the actual issues that need to be addressed.
I mean, it won't last like that.
It's just been windy.
Oh yeah, it won't last like that though.
It's like really bad winds. The dogs have been freaking out.
Hi, Lucia.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can call you again tomorrow, so I don't take the whole $3.
Ew.
Okay, hello.
Ew. Okay, well, now that we established the weather and it's the same setting in Twilight, I gotta go before my fucking skin starts to glisten like fucking Edward Cullen. I'm gonna go so I don't take the full $3. Or you could just talk to your child. You seem to take the full $3 when it comes to everybody else to put on the performance of a lifetime, don't you, Tisha? But please, hang up on that daughter.
Okay.
All right, let me see. Tell Sadie she has to load it too. Bye.
Okay.
Hey, wait. Hey.
Yeah.
Did Veronica write you back?
Yeah, she had sent like a little GIF that said Happy Thanksgiving, and she did. Hold on, stupid ad. Hold on. And she did reply back to that other. Oh my gosh! Hold on, it's another ad.
You said she didn't. She just said Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but she had replied to the other one saying, "I pray she feels better soon."
Pray she do better soon.
Feels better soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when did she write that back?
That day, I think.
Oh, did she? Okay, then write her back and tell her that say, hey, can you tell him I talked to KD and he said what's up?
Can you tell?
Stop it. Stop involving Katrina. I dated a mushroom once. He was a really fun guy. Did you think of that on your own, or did you have that in your back pocket waiting for a mushroom conversation to happen? Katrina's been waiting for this moment for 23 fucking years. That one fucking day. Eventually, there will be an appropriate conversation where mushrooms are the topic, and she will get to bust out this fabulous dad joke. That was epic. Oh my gosh. My whole damn life. This is my fucking moment. Because how often could you use that joke? Okay. Oh, I'm so happy you got your moment to shine. Oh, that was really funny. It's a good joke. But okay, who's KD? Okay, again, she's using her child to send messages to people who I'm going to assume are not the best people to have in your child's life, but it's the only people who are willing to associate with Tisha for specific reasons. And I just think it's really messed up that this is why she keeps that open line of communication with Harley. This is my first opportunity. I know, Victoria, we're heading that way. We're heading that way. Hey, Pointer Lover. Hey, Trio Girl Mom. Thank you, Christina. You're sweet.
Tell him what?
I talked to KD. No, she doesn't. No, just say. She said, "Can you tell him KD wrote me?"
Hi, Rebecca.
And he'll know what that means.
Okay.
All right. And then just say, and and Andy came by.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll know what that means. All right, love you.
Okay, love you too.
All right, bye.
Okay. Now she hangs up and she calls Papa. We haven't listened to a call with Papa, and I think since the very beginning. This is Daddy Kenny Ray. Let's do it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Not good.
Well, I missed your call.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop right there. Enough with the manipulation. Hey, baby, how you doing? You're lucky he's even fucking acknowledging your existence. Honestly, it's not my place to judge, though. As a parent, I'm not judging him maintaining a relationship with you at this point. How are you doing? Not good. Really? You were just talking about the weather, and I'm not saying that necessarily means she's in good mental health, but here comes the manipulation, okay? I'm not a pepperoncini type of gal, Jaded, so I'll take you up on that deal.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Not good.
Well, I missed your call. Though. They made me feel so bad when you called. I was trying to match to 0 on this thing. Something hung me up, but I never did hear nothing else from you. But I apologize for that. I
Sorry.
didn't mean it. You sound pretty good today.
Maybe now. Who knows? An hour from now. Who knows tomorrow?
Yeah.
I could be losing my mind tomorrow. I could be.
There we go. I guess we got our answer. Is she going to amp herself up to put on the performance when she speaks to her father? We have not heard a lot of crazy recently, okay? Weeks have gone by in the time span of these calls, and Letecia has made a lot of coherent decisions, insurance moves, money, bank, Harley with school. She was even giving pretty decent advice when it came to Harley and choosing what school to go to. But the moment she speaks to specific people, she puts on that crazy. And I just don't understand how she didn't think, oh, this is way beyond obvious. She was, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I could be losing my mind tomorrow. I could be crazy
Hi, Dee.
next week. I don't know. Just depends.
Yeah. Oh.
Goes in and out. I try to call people when I'm okay now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like calling people when I'm not okay.
Well, okay.
Cause then
Well, you sound pretty good. So I mean,
crazy. You know.
Are you?
See, here's the thing. She wants to call people when she's good because she doesn't want to talk to people when she's not good, or they're going to think I'm crazy. Let me tell you something, Tisha. If you're really struggling with the mental health the way you claim you are, you would not be able to differentiate when you were in those states or not. Do you know what it's like to try to get a person who is struggling with bipolar disorder, who is having a manic episode, to try to reason with them and get them to acknowledge, hey, you're in a manic state right now. Like, let's calm down. Let's not make these impulsive decisions. No, because when they're in that state of mind, they often do not see that they are in that state of mind. Okay. So for you to act like you can freely acknowledge or see, and that's just with, BPD. Let's pull out dissociative identity disorder. Yes, it's possible to be conscious as you switch between personalities, but not always. a lot of times it's just memory loss. So for you to act like you can control and you are acknowledging when your mind state is good and you can make these calls versus when it's bad, it doesn't work that way. A person who's crazy doesn't think they're crazy.
Like once a day.
Once a day?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, like
fucking okay. Again, eating once a day. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Here we go, honey. We have the logs. We know exactly what you have eaten. Do you want me to pull up the part where you claim you haven't eaten in days, yet when they would hand you the fucking tray and you'd hand it back, the fucking cookies would be missing, the sleeve of cookies would be missing, and then the next morning the entire breakfast was eaten, yet you claimed you hadn't eaten for days. You don't want to go there, Tisha, and put that to the side. Eating once a day is not crazy. I eat once a day. Eating once a day isn't that big of a freaking deal. I'm not saying it's healthy, like small meals throughout the day is healthier than eating once. I don't know. There's a lot of different opinions out there, but point is, eating once a day is not crazy. It's not, oh my God, I am concerned for you.
they have well, I don't eat anything that's white. And so
It's not
because
crazy,
I don't eat
point
anything
lover.
that's white, that means I don't get to eat dinner.
Me too, Blue.
Oh.
And they don't have you can't I'm not allowed to buy any pepper or anything like that. So
Okay.
I just always give my.
I'm not allowed to buy any pepper? Oh shit. I didn't know that they could. Pepper. Hi, T. Adams. Pepper. But what? I didn't know that they withheld condiments here. What's up with the pepper? Does anybody know why Letecia would be forbidden to buy pepper? What's up with that? Risk offending. She's a disembodied voice. She's just a floating voice at this point. All of her body parts have been stolen. Stop it. Oh my goodness. But seriously, why would pepper? Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, not allowed as if the kosher thing. Okay, that would make more sense than them literally taking the salt and pepper away. No. That's what I was thinking. Or she's lying. Yeah, both. That's totally a plausible alternative. Is she's just lying. She's just lying.
My tray back for dinner or give it away. And then for lunch, I don't eat bread. And then they give a lot of bread. So I usually eat once a day.
Yeah.
But,
Have you?
I'm pretty sure we saw why you got kicked off of your kosher diet, and that's because you had a prison burrito. And that prison burrito consisted of a fucking tortilla wrap, hot and spicy shrimp oodles and noodles, crushed flaming hot Cheetos. I'm not kidding. What was the other ingredient? There was some probably shebangs or something, and it rolled up, and you guys ate prison burritos, and then you all ate it as a group, okay? Because you put together the ingredients you had, and a freaking CO observed you eating that burrito, and that is ultimately what got you the boot off of the kosher diet, because you were like, what? Jim John Doe, no. I've only been eating my kosher meals. They're like, yeah, we know what you've been eating as far as what we provide you, but your commissary list is filled with non-kosher items.
Have you talked to your mother lately?
No. Mm-mm.
You have?
No.
Has Harley been talking to you?
Yeah, I talk to Harley every day.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least every other day.
Well, okay. Have you have they got anywhere where they can let your attorneys get to talk to you or anything, or not yet?
No. I mean, they call me on the phone sometimes, but everybody's still sitting here like locked down, basically. Like nothing's happening. Some people are doing it by video cord, but nobody's really doing anything but just putting stuff off for everybody, you know.
And I got a crew us wanted to go there. I said, look, we can't go down there and then they won't let us see her. You know what I'm saying? I said, we get there and they ain't gonna let us go in there and see her. They ain't gonna let us probably won't let us be on the screens to talk to one another. So I would just put that on hold. I didn't know.
Some lieutenant guy, he's supposed to be checking into it because he said that he don't understand why I've never been allowed any personal visits. So they came last week and said they were working on it, but I've also heard that too, like 5 times too. So who knows? Because like most people get personal visits, you know.
Yeah.
But for
Maybe because, and I don't know, and hello, Siha. Maybe because you were on FRAD and you were very high profile and then you were locked down in the mental ward. I don't know. Probably a bunch of factors, and you Hulk smashed the deputies and tried to escape with your go-go gadget toe. I don't know. There's numerous factors of why you may have been withheld. Oh, and that there is a damn pandemic going on. So that might also be the reason, and everyone was in lockdown. But as you say in your lawsuit, you were, what was that word she kept using? It started with a D. What was that word she used in her lawsuit? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at it. Damn it, I don't remember what she said, but basically, like, she's treated different than everybody else.
Yeah,
some reason, they're not letting me because my name is not showing up.
Okay, so Dave never gave you a bond hearing, is he?
That's the evidence hearing. I never did an evidence hearing, no.
They call what now? What'd you call it?
They call it an evidence hearing here. Like they don't do bond hearings here like they do back home.
Oh, they don't?
Stop it, Claus. Oh my gosh.
So I'm kind of lost. Okay, so you're not even, so it's not even a law there that you're entitled for a bond? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, that's not how it works here. Yeah, I've learned that through this process, this state like changes a lot of laws as they go based on this corona. Just like they're saying that the speedy trial is not applicable right now. Like nobody, like I know a couple of guys in here who were supposed to have their trial actually started yesterday, but I can hear them talking through like the cement, you know.
Indifferences.
People above me, and they told me that there's no such thing as a speedy trial right now.
Okay.
That all those constitutional rights don't matter anymore right now. So.
Because I spoke to your attorneys, they called me, and they was going to contact to get up with me, but I ain't heard nothing from those cats. I don't know anything. They hadn't called me back. I actually left them a message, and they wouldn't even return my call. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. I mean,
well, maybe you would if you would acknowledge all of the time that you are in jail awaiting murder charges, and that you would actually take their visits, because poor old Aunt Katrina, leading up to this, tried all of the time to talk to you about your legal visits and your lawyers, and you wouldn't have anything to do with her. You would just always say, what? I'm here for superpower camp. I'm here for training. Who are those people? Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you would have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on if you wasted a little less time doing that.
Ask for a conflict hearing, and you're supposed to be entitled to ask for a conflict hearing when there's a conflict, and they keep avoiding me, and I haven't been granted a conflict hearing. Like, you're supposed to be able to talk to the judge about, if there's a conflict going on, and there's lots of conflicts. And I haven't been able to, like, even get up. You're supposed to go in front of another judge and let them know what conflicts you have.
Mm-hmm.
Going on with your defense team, but, like, I haven't even done that. And I've asked the one lady, like, how many times, and they just keep putting me off, like, we'll see what we can do. And then I asked somebody the other day on the phone, and they were just like, we'll see what we can do. Yeah. So I know you're supposed to, because I know this one dude in here asked for one, and he already had his. He did it by WebEx the other day. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
And, like, the jails got better about everything, so I don't understand why it's a problem for them now, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another question I was going to ask you. I got a girl that really knows you real good. She's going to probably be writing you. I sent her, gave you her address and all. She said that she knew you was in school with her. Her name was Sue. I can't remember what her last name was, but she wanted the address and all, and I gave it to her and all. She said she knew you real good, but she's going to be writing you. She said she wanted she's going to send you a Christmas card with something. I don't know that between y'all, okay?
Yeah,
but
I don't know Sue, but I guess I'll find out her.
Yeah.
She doesn't know a Sue, but you know what? To be fair, I'm sure there were a bunch of people who were reaching out and probably were lying too. You know, I'm sure that there were probably a bunch of legit people who reached out, and there were just as many fake people who reached out.
Yeah, she said she knew. She said she was a couple grades ahead of you, but she said you was a very sweet girl in school. So she, and when I asked,
okay, hold on. I have to stop right there because Tisha was arrested for making bomb threats to her school. Tisha was arrested for physically assaulting another girl from the school. Tisha was arrested for reckless driving. I pulled up all of her past criminal records, and majority of it happened at 17. Okay. So to say, oh yeah, no, she was so sweet. I don't know. That doesn't really come across. Not saying that you can't, get in trouble and be sweet, but she does not. She was arrested multiple times for making threats, communicating threats, and then there was the bomb threat. Okay, grand theft auto, yeah, chicken shite. There was a lot, a majority of it happened at that age. Sue is friends with Barbara. I love when you guys remember Barbara. She's fucking somewhere in the upside down, man. Lost. Damn.
told her you was my daughter, and boy, she broke down. And anyway, she said, I know her. Please give me her name or address and all. And I did. She said, I will be contacting her. But anyway,
the more people praying.
Yeah, that's what you need, baby. Sure do. That's more than anything. But everything's so messed up. It's the corona mess and all this has got everything out of whack.
She had someone jumped. Sherry says, that is a lie. She had someone jumped. Her classmate was interviewed and told her she needed therapy. Tisha had someone jumped. I remember the classmate came into this chat, the former girl that she went to high school with, and she explained it all about what happened at school. She even got into vivid detail about, I think, standing outside, like when the threat was made. I don't remember the specifics, though, but I could pull up all of her past charges if you guys want me to pull them up again.
Like I said, our crew ain't gave up on you. They still praying, and like I said, I had like 8 of us wanted to go there. I said, no, we can't go out there and waste that 17 mile. We can't go there and eat a little fear. You know what I'm saying? I want those folks there in Colorado to know that you got a family. I know that, but I don't understand this crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a very different culture out here. You know, different people, different, way different. It's like little California, basically. They want to be like California so much, so they're like California.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't.
You got any friends in there or what?
Sure,
Maybe.
I don't talk to the girls like that. I talk to the guys, because you know you can't trust girls. But like I talk to the guys through
I'm sorry, you can't trust girls. You are the epitome of every reason you can't trust a girl. I'm sorry, but part of the reason also why I hate Tisha so much, put to the side the horrific murder and everything she did to that beautiful baby boy. Putting it to the side, I'm talking about her as a person. She represents everything I hate in woman, and I'm doing air quotes, you can't see me because I don't classify her as a woman. Faking pregnancies to get your man to stay with you, okay? Not taking care of your family. I'm old school, you guys know that I have old school values. So you not stepping up in your role, that doesn't mean she can't work, but like not appreciating your role as the woman, as the mom, as the wife, and disrespecting it and doing what you've done. You fucked your best friend's husband. You really want to go here, Tisha? So you are everything I despise. Everything I despise. And then you manipulate. And you know what else you did? You claimed sexual assault. You claimed schmape. You're gross. You are the woman who can't be trusted. You would know, right? That's you projecting. That's you projecting. If you just claim schmape, you're automatically the victim. You're automatically going to be believed. Nobody's going to acknowledge the fact that I brutally murdered Gannon. Nope, they're just going to take my word for it. Shame on you. Shame on you.
because they're above me, so you know they can just be talking in a room and you can hear everything they're saying. So we just talk like that. But then I got this one girl. I do a Bible study with her every day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I had somebody send her a Bible because she didn't have one. So she's been so like ever since she got it, she's been like, "Oh my God, tell them thank you."
Exactly, Christina.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Oh damn. Do you guys want me to show you, hi Leanne, do you guys want me to pull up her past charges real quick or not? Okay, then hold on one second. Poor Kenny Ray. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Okay. Here we go. Do. Here we are. There's right there. Okay. So. First up, boop, 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 boop. We have Letecia Harden. Charges filed January 10th, 2000. "17 years old. Offense is loitering." Hey, Peach Lover. So 17 years old, Letecia, North Carolina, January 10th, 2000, loitering. Hi, Starlight Angel. Hi, Amy. Michelle. It's true. Touche. Letecia Harden, November 10th, 2000. Injury to personal property. January 21st, 2001. Pembroke, North Carolina. Possession. Okay. I remember this stood for basically driving on a revoked driver's license. That's what the POSS/DISP alt/FICT/reverse driver's license. That's what that stands for. It could be like one of four, but I believe it was driving on a revoked one. T-Shaw to Skylab. Offense date, February 9th, 2001. A misdemeanor. Communicating threats. Communicating threats. Communicating threats. Communicating threats. She's a sweet girl. Communicating threats. Communicating threats. Yo. What do you mean? Did you go to high school with the same Tisha? Guilty. By the way, disposition, guilty. Ahem. January 21st, 2001. Pembroke, North Carolina. Failure to wear a seat belt. They catch me riding dirty. I know, Blue. These damn criminals. I'm so above them. I don't have any priors. Okay. And you want me to pull up the one where she bit her boyfriend too? I could pull that one up. That was in the case files. February 9th, 2001. Ahem. False bomb report. I'm sorry. What? A false bomb report.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. But such a sweet girl. Okay. False bomb. False. I'm going to get demonetized. False BOBM report. Okay. Tisha, did you call in a false BOMB report?
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
I think you have. Yes, Kelly. Loitering? Isn't that a charge dirty old men get hanging around a liquor store? Hence the mustache. Who the F did I rip off today? New docu-series by Letecia Harden. Oh my goodness. She's a liar. Okay, let's move on. March 5th, 2001. Simple assault. Jesus Christ. Simple assault. Damn, man, you calling one false bomb report and they just throw it back in your face for life, man. Shit. Simple assault. Well, when I pull up the file on what she did to her ex, it ain't so simple. And this isn't even the same one. Damn, man. North Carolina. Ahem. November 4th, 2001. Pembroke, North Carolina. Assault with serious bodily injury. What? Assault with a serious bodily injury. Do not forget, this bitch was hired as a teacher with not only the background of threatening to blow up a school, with not only getting caught lying on her references, they're like, yeah, but you're hired. You're hired. She has fake diplomas. You're hired. Okay. Assault with serious bodily injury. This is the same one. The offense date, April 11th. Guilty. 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 Okay? So these two go hand in hand. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, put aside the background check, Artemis. We went through it in the case files. Literally, she wrote down fake references. She wrote down Jim, John Doe, no. You know, this is the reference of a teacher I worked with. This is the reference of somebody I worked in a former hospital. Then she put down, let's say Janice. I don't remember what her name was, but Janice, former vice principal in North Carolina. Here is her number. Except the number she wrote down was Gannon's cell phone number. And the woman who was hiring her at the school decided, okay, I'm going to call these references. All of the numbers were disconnected, or they were like fake numbers, you know, Google numbers or text-free numbers, except Gannon's phone number went through. Bring, bring, bring. A woman answers who sounds suspiciously like Tisha. And she's like, hello, Janice. And the lady can hear kids in the background. And she's like, is this Letecia? And she hung up. She got caught putting a fake reference down using Gannon's phone number, claiming that it was a former vice principal in North Carolina. She got caught red-handed lying and answering that phone. Guess what? Spoiler alert, they hired her. They hired her. If that doesn't make you concerned for our schools, I don't know what would. She was deemed illiterate at intake, correct. Bruh, I know. It's crazy. Here we go. June 21st, 2001. 2001 was a rough year for Tisha. Felony larceny. Shit. Exactly, Katrina. MK. Oh, man. I think they do to some level, probably depending on what the charges are, to see if you where your mental capacity is at. Felony larceny. June 21st, 2001. Communicating threats. Girl, she's a sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I just spoke to somebody who went to school with you back in the 2000s. Yeah, she said you were such a sweetheart. What? 17, 18, Les Lemons? Well, I don't like any of the schools in that district because also Gannon's abuse went unreported. August 4th. I'm sorry. So her birthday is August 4th, 1983. These charges are August 16th, 14 days after her birthday, 2 weeks after her birthday, 2001. She's 18 years old now. Felony larceny. What you up to, Tisha? Damn, you have a longer record prior to becoming a legal adult than most people have their entire life. December 4th, 2003. Simple assault. We got a simple assault. A simple assault. Simple assault. Yeah, simple assault. Simple assault. Yet she was hired. It's a great question, Megan. It's a great freaking question. Simple assault, 2003. November 19th, 2010. Domestic violence. Criminal first offense. Damn, Tisha. Now I gotta freaking find. Hold on, let me open the case files because now I have to find what she did to her ex-boyfriend for you guys. Google Drive, Google Drive. Where the hell is my Google Drive? I never remember where my apps are on my phone. Where's the Google Drive? Google Drive, Google Drive, Google Drive. Google Drive, where are you? Where is it? Siri, open Google Drive. Don't give me that attitude. Okay. All right. So let me get to Gannon's case files. Shared. Damn, I got a lot of drives in here. I don't know where these all come from. Okay. Copy of the EPSO. Here. No. Okay, I'm just going to find it in here because I'm not good with this type of stuff. Okay, scroll up, scroll up. It should be right around these same screenshots. Not that. That was the psychiatric history. Where did it go? Damn, I don't know where it went. All right, I'll have to keep. Damn it. Like, I wanted to read that. Well, all right. I'll find it later. All right. I'll play this call and I'll keep looking for it. So this call is back to Harley. And it's the next day, December 2nd.
Global Telling.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up?
Nothing.
I've been waiting on my books. I ain't got them yet.
You still haven't got them?
Not yet.
That's weird.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just chilling?
Yeah.
You tired?
Mm-hmm.
You work today?
Yeah, this morning.
What in the world? I got my hair. Oh, I had to be a therapist today.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Help all these people who are crazy. Who, like, come in off the streets and they just... The girl was screaming, like, freaking out because she thought the dude was gonna, like, take all of her things and her clothing and stuff. And then, so I was like, hey, I said, try to look on the bright side until you go to the court, you know, whatever to judge. I was like, you know, take some time in here to talk to God, whatever. Then she starts talking about, yeah, but he put a gun to my head and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, maybe it's a good thing you're in here because you're alive and all that. And then she starts freaking out. So I'm like, but it's my clothes. What am I going to do? I'm never going to get clothes again. And then she goes and finds out she's getting out tonight. And I'm like, you're over here whining and crying and falling out and you're getting up tonight?
She always, hi, no malicious, talks about the inmates in there with her like they are 80 levels below her. And then she also criticizes their inability to write, which is hilarious. And that she's just so much smarter and that they all come to her for help. But she was deemed illiterate again.
That is crazy.
And the other girl was, I said the deputies should work 3 days because they're working 12-hour shifts now, you know, because it makes them tired doing 4 days. The girl's like, no, they need to work 4 days, but only 7 hours so they can work more than what you're saying. And I go, that don't make any sense what you're saying. She goes, why? I said, because 12 times 3 is 36. She's like, okay. I said, 7 times 4 is 28. You're wanting them to work less, but complaining that they need to work more. And she's like, oh, I didn't know 7 times 4 is 28.
I do not believe that. I don't believe that. I think this is just another one of Tisha's lies, just a lie. There is no purpose to lying with this. There's no reason to lie. I think this is just another way for Tisha to show how smart she is and how dumb everybody else is. I don't believe it.
I'm like, apparently not.
Wow.
I mean, I'm the best speller by far in here.
How's that happen?
I know. Now, don't get me wrong now. They ain't going to stand a chance on me on, like, mathematical stuff. But, like, yeah, the girl spells soap, S-O-P-E.
Oh, wow.
And then they were trying to spell Colorado, but put it C-O-L-A-R-A-D-O.
How could they not spell that when they lived there?
I don't know. I'm telling you, like, literacy is so bad. Like, I go, like, everybody brings me their stuff to proofread. I mean, unless it's, like, their personal stuff, because then I'd be like, oh, I don't want to read this. Like, this one girl sends all this personal stuff to the chief here, and, like, all these deputies, she sends them personal stuff. But I say, don't let me read that. Let me read your, like, regular stuff, and I'll hope to correct your words. Yeah, quite funny. What's Sadie doing?
She's in the cage downstairs.
Me, every time I call, she's in the cage.
Huh?
Every time I call, she's in the cage.
No. She got special treatment.
From who?
From me.
Oh, okay. So why did she get special treatment?
I let her sleep with me for like an hour.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Oh. Little baby. Oh. So you didn't transfer that $10 that time to that account.
What $10?
Though I told you in the Bank of America account, I said transfer $10 so it don't go dormant.
Jesus Christ. Money, money, money. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't do that. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, there's never a time where Harley's, maybe irresponsible with some things, but my goodness, she's 18 at this point. She's supposed to be. She wasn't supposed to be thrown literally to life overnight. Her whole home ripped away, her whole family, nothing, no parent. Like, she was left to fend for herself. So to be fair, she's done pretty well. She's managed to keep both the dogs, which I think is amazing. But is she going to be perfect? No. And the amount of responsibility and weight she has had to take on in such a short period of time is insane. But here comes Tisha. You forgot to do this. Well, maybe you should, Mom, but you're in jail awaiting the murder for my stepbrother.
Oh.
He did do it and it went dormant, so that money got returned.
Are you sure?
No, I promise.
I remember because I was trying to set up my Zelly for USAA, but it always tells me when I go on, it's like there's an issue.
Yeah, because I think it's linked to my phone number. Like my old number.
No, I mean my personal USAA.
Right. The one you had with that account number was hooked to my number on Zilly. That's why.
Mm-mm. No, because I use my phone number for it. I've done it before, but I've been trying to do it lately and it doesn't work.
Huh. That's weird. This girl's standing here butt naked eating her dinner.
I'm surprised they let that happen.
What can they say? They just always naked. See more naked women than she's waving at me like I'm naked. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
But anyway. But I'm gonna find out about it and I'll check into it. And I sent your letter to Dee Dee's address, so I don't know why you didn't get it.
No, I haven't got anything.
Huh. I mean, if all it shows, you might just have to redo the paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't get it this week, then I'll just resend it out again.
Okay. Did you hear me?
Huh?
Tono said hi.
Hi, Tono. Are you taking care of Chancey?
See, honestly, even for Hartley say, Tono says hi. Listen, it had to have been extremely hard. You guys know that age. 17, 18, everything's embarrassing. Life's not easy. Yes, in certain ways, life is easiest then, but in other ways, it's not easy, on a social level, emotional level. She's very blessed that she had a good support system as far as friends who didn't abandon her and who didn't judge her harshly. Because it was everywhere. It had national attention. And everyone knew who the fuck her mom was. Everyone knew. And everyone even speculated about Harley being involved.
Yeah. I told her what I told you.
What?
The account didn't go dormant. I just logged into it.
Yes, Harley, but I'm saying there has been no transactions on it. So when it tried to like send money there, it just looks like it's just blank. You see what I'm saying? Like because it looks fishy, like something's going on because it's a minor savings account. You see what I'm saying? You've already turned 18, so it's probably why it's just picking that up. Yeah.
I don't get that, but to be fair, I don't have the full context. But if there's nothing fishy going on, then why does it look fishy? It's her savings account now that she's 18. Why? What? She has to make a transaction? It's a savings account. I don't freaking know.
Okay.
So you're gonna probably have to just switch it into a whatever, but I'll probably just have you redo the paperwork if they make me redo it, but I don't know. I'll have to find out. I can't call now because it's 5, so it's 7 o'clock in South Carolina, so yeah. No.
Okay.
Just like, it's so funny because there's guys working here and these girls are walking around just like butt naked. And I just feel like, oh my God. Like crazy. Look,
why are you talking to your daughter about that? Like, let's put all shit aside for a second. Why do you always talk to your child about that? I could understand maybe talking to Aunt Brenda about it or other adults, but do you think it's appropriate in these circumstances to constantly be talking to your child about a butt naked crazy person walking around you? Like, do you ever stop and ever think about protecting your child from even like her own thoughts and the anxiety that must be going through her mind when she thinks about you and the position that you're in, and you're giving her this mental image of these naked crazy people walking near you, yet you, Letecia, were the naked crazy person too. You were stripped down, butt naked, udders out and all, fucking in your doorway. And you had a blank eye, direct eye contact stare with a CO. And then they were like, get your clothes on. And you turned around and very ominously did. But that was you. But she always relays it as a, yeah, Elizabeth, this is crazy shit. And then she mimics it.
she's put on a show now. She's dancing.
Dancing? Oh, do you think we forgot about your pelvic thrusts? Letecia and another inmate bullied a trans woman who was in their pod, but she had to shower at a separate time because she's a biological male. So for her own safety, they had her shower after everybody else. And Tisha and the other inmate came up literally pelvic thrusting, making a bunch of sexual innuendos towards this inmate. That's you, Tisha. While you're making it appear to your family that you're at this level and this maturity, that's what you're doing.
My God, I can't make this up, man. I really can't. The things I write down to like have, I can't make it up.
You do be telling me crazy stuff.
I'm telling you, like, I don't even tell you the half of it. Like, if I told you some of the words, and that song I told you that I was like, that time the girl singing, I was like, I don't know who sings the song. Remember, she wrote that song. It's good. Like, she wrote it with the rap part and everything. It talks about, I'll have to, like, have her write down the words and send it to you and the thing. But, she wrote the song because I was like, I asked my daughter one day who sings this song, and she was like, I don't know, I ain't heard it. And she laughed at me. She's like, that's because I wrote it.
Oh,
like,
wow.
dang, it sounds like something legit on on the radio.
On the
Her
radio.
uncle is the guy who runs the 98.5 vibe, whatever, here in Colorado.
Mhm.
The guy that he's on there. And like she calls and has him do all these shout outs to people. And the dudes will be playing the radio so we can hear it through the vent. We just hear all these shout outs. I'm just laughing. I just laugh. I'm like, who is shouting out to people, Jill?
Oh, sweetie, did you just acknowledge again that you are in fact in jail? Aw, so you're not at superhero camp training for your special powers and abilities like fucking Harry Potter at Hogwarts? No, you're not about to be seated to get the sorting hat to figure out if you're Slytherin or Hufflepuff. Like, come on, Tisha. She is so lazy. She won't even stay dedicated to her own crazy act.
Anyway.
That's actually funny.
It is funny. I just die laughing because, some lady wrote me and was like, I saw Harley on Instagram Live and she didn't look like she was doing good. I died laughing. I had to write the lady back and I said,
Every single person in my life, they're like, Harley, are you okay today?
I wrote her back and I had to say, I don't really know what you mean. She sounds fine to me. And I went over the reasons why. And I was like, but thanks for looking out, though. And that's all I put on there. I was just like, okay.
That's so funny.
How did she look bad on Instagram Live? Like,
because sometimes they think I've been crying, and I'm like, no.
Oh my God. Please.
Maybe they expect you to be crying, honestly. This is one of the things that I do have a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Harley, and it's the social media growth that she maximized off of with Gannon. And we hear her in these calls talk about hitting 1,000 subscribers and I finally got monetization and I'm finally able to do memberships and I'm able to make money. That all came off of Gannon's death. So that's one of the things that does put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to Harley, and I don't like listening to how excited and giggly she gets. And I try to remind myself she still has the brain of a child at this point. Her brain isn't fully formed. Your brain doesn't fully stop forming until you're about like 22 years old. And so, but it still puts a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't like it.
Make sure your eyes aren't, swollen and a little puffy from no sleep or whatever. Lord, you don't got any makeup on, they might freak out,
Yeah, my eyelashes haven't been done.
Yeah, I was reading that. I was like, okay. I'm pretty sure I talked to her a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Ingrid about helping you with your rent?
No.
That's kind of confusing situation.
Why?
I mean, she ignored me for the last couple of days, but then she finally talked to me today. But then my phone died, so.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll find out what's up.
It seems like an easy fix, right? She ignored me for a couple of days, but then she finally called me. And then right in the middle of our conversation, my phone, boop, died. Oh, I know my phone is fully charged now and I'm talking to you, no problem on it. Oh, what? Could I have called her back? No. Jim John Doe, no. Why couldn't you have just called her back? I know, though, that, listen, to be fair, I'm sure Harley was just avoiding having to have those conversations with Aunt Brenda. And it's uncomfortable. And I don't want to have to ask her for the rent, Mom, you do this. I get it. But to say like, oh, I had no idea what to do. The phone died, but now it's fully charged and I can't possibly just simply call her back. Jesus.
When I call it.
Okay.
I'm just going to resend that stuff off. If you ain't got it by the time I call you tomorrow, then I'll have them come and redo the paper and I'll resend everything.
If I don't have what?
If you don't have that letter, like just double check with her by tomorrow that nothing came.
Okay, I got you.
And then, did you check into those schools? No.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just say no. You didn't do it fully, and that's fine. And that's it.
I thought about it a lot.
Okay, well that's
I
a good
just
start.
couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember what you had called them.
NC Ready schools.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Are you having problems with your memory?
I am
Recording
actually.
the Instagram live, you ain't doing well, so I'm just going to find out.
NC Ready. Okay, I got you. I have to put it in my notes now.
Yeah. NC Ready. Yeah, I always depend on you to help me remember stuff.
I know you.
I do think that they had a very codependent relationship. And so what is it called? What's the term I'm looking for? It's, you know, when like a kidnapper will abduct, like, let's say a child, and that child eventually grows affection for the kidnapper and will have many opportunities to leave, but then they don't. Stockholm, thank you. It's not Stockholm syndrome, but what I'm saying is I could see similarities as far as they had a very codependent relationship, but with Harley, it's very toxic, abusive dynamics. But I think she became a lot less toxic or abusive with Harley when Gannon and Lena came into the picture. I think there was a very big difference with how she treated Harley and how she treated Gannon and Lena. Not saying that she wasn't abusive at all to Harley. Absolutely. But if anything, I think it was more of a mental and emotional abuse, sometimes physical. But I don't think Harley could see how she was being manipulated, just how toxic it was until she was out of the environment. And they relied on each other. It was always the two of them. Harley didn't have anybody else. So I think it is her mom. And so I think she held her very close. And she like listened to Harley. Like they're the same way that Letecia is able to disconnect, Harley is able to disconnect. Okay. And they're very different. They are very different, but they do have similarities. And when listening to Harley, you would never know the situation that she's in. She found a way to detach, and she gets that from Tisha. And because I'm thinking of the trial and when Harley took the stand. And when Harley took the stand, all of that emotion that came out. I'm really starting to question if that was the very first time that emotion ever came out. I don't know if Harley ever really even had that moment of breaking down prior. She found a way to disconnect. She found a way to exist as if it wasn't happening. They both did. It was very unhealthy. And it wasn't until, if we're going by what Harley said, it was Letecia pleading not guilty by reason of insanity, that it was like, wait, what? What? But I don't know if she even allowed herself. I think she may have disconnected so far, and that's a learned behavior from her mother, that she didn't even really feel any of it until the trial.
Just gave me a bad memory.
Well, don't worry. I'll take it back for you pretty soon. It'll be all good. And then we can do an Instagram live and be like, "Hi."
Oh my gosh! Do you know like how many people would be on that live if you were on my live?
Oh, I'm sure then, Kathy.
God comes and gets his people, man. The lady was like, "Well, are you bored in there?" I was like, "No, not really, because I get to spend all day with God. Something most people don't get to do, so I'm thankful for it."
You're thankful.
Yep.
And they were like, "Well, I heard you get to talk to people." I said, "Yeah, we talk. Everybody talks. You talk through the cement, you talk through the concrete, you talk through the sinks, vents, whatever you can
That is
talk
correct,
to."
W.
So what?
Doodles.
The toilet.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. I'm like, trust me. I'm like, I'm the, by far, hands down, the smartest individual in here. so
Well,
that's
I don't
just
think
that.
anybody else in there has a doctorate degree, so.
But, like, here's the problem with it. Well, according to online, I don't. But, you know, I set that straight because they were able to go back and find it at Liberty. Haha, idiots. But, anyway, but the point of it is like, I feel so bad for some of these people, and I always try to be the one to help them because they just, you know, they just got it bad, man. Like, the drugs, I never knew it was so bad. It just breaks my heart. I just pray.
Everything comes back to the drugs. Everything comes back to the drugs. I think, again, this is projection. I think it's projection. And yeah, KPM, Harley knew her dad passed. Did you mean specifically how he passed?
For people like that so much last night. Like, they give them all these opportunities, drug court, and they give them, you know, halfway houses, Concord, all these things to like get straight. And it's just a system that they're going to come right back in here, and they're going to keep using drugs. And if they don't use drugs, they're going to coddle them, and they're going to give them Gatorade in here. Then they're going to put them back out on the streets, and they're going to go right back to drugs. Heck, the girls bring drugs in here for the other people to do drugs. They put it in their private parts. So it's just horrible, man. That's just like, God, I thank God, and I'll be in there talking to God, and I'll be like,
You have 1 minute remaining.
I was like, thank God I ain't never had to worry about drugs, because
Gannon's Vyvanse, his ADHD medication, was filled, I believe, on the 25th. He was murdered on the 27th. Gannon's Vyvanse medication was not in his system at the time he was killed. It's documented in the case files, there was periods of times Gannon's teachers knew exactly when Gannon was not on his medication. There was a very clear difference in his behavior, and he was often not on his medication. To this day, they never found that medication. Never. Where is it, Tisha? She wants to talk about how she's never touched drugs. She's never done a damn thing. I think what I'm more inclined to believe is she abused prescription medications, in my opinion, allegedly. And a lot of times, people who abuse prescription medications prescribed to her or not, she could have been abusing Gannon's prescription medications, will not define that as drugs. They make a justification in their mind that because it's prescribed and it's a medication and it's a controlled substance, that is not the same as drugs. Ew, I wouldn't touch drugs, but I easily take a pill out of this prescription bottle and I won't associate it. Well, that's what Vyvanse is along the lines of PESA. It's an ADHD medication. And if you do not have that issue, then your brain is going to react opposite. It's going to speed you up. That is why people abuse Adderall and Ritalin and Vyvanse. And I can only go by her behavior, and it does appear that she was very much sleep deprived, but sleep deprived to the point besides she's go, 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 go. You cannot go without sleep like that for that long unless there's an outside factor. And thank you so much, No Malicious, for the super chat. Call you mom and thank her for not being murderer. Thank you so much. It's sad, man. But thank you, No Malicious. It's sad. To listen. Every child deserves a mom. Every child deserves a mom. So when I, not only do I see Gannon, who was taken from us in such a horrific way and ripped from his parents, Harley's story is she's a victim of Letecia too, just a different type of victim. And it breaks my heart that you never should have experienced this. You never should have experienced this. Everybody deserves to experience the love and tenderness of a mom. And to know what Tisha did to her child, to even her own blood. Ugh. It's infuriating.
Hallelujah. All right, but anyway, I'll find out about the other situation. I called her. She didn't answer for me because I was going to find an update on my books, but... All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Okay. So I wanted to pull up this document because I found it. While in the beginning of this call. Yeah, she is a serial victimizer, and her victims are not done. Trust me, they are not done. She continues to victimize. But I wanted to show you guys because I found from the case files the part with her ex-boyfriend. So this was in the case files. And it says, this was Wednesday, March 18th, that this was documented. And it says, on Wednesday, March 18th, 2020, at approximately 8:30, I, Detective David Glenn Jr. of the El Paso County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division, conducted follow-up on this case in reference to a tip that was received through the EPSO tip line, indicating Kenneth Francis of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, previously dated Letecia Stauch and may have information about her. I spoke with Kenneth on the phone. Kenneth stated he met Letecia in 2010 while they were on a softball team together in 2010 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Kenneth said he and Letecia began dating each other within a few months of meeting and remained in a romantic relationship for approximately 6 months. Oh, Chrissy, well, happy heavenly birthday to your grandma. I'm happy that you're able to be here with us, but happy heavenly first birthday to your grandma. Yes, Katrina, twice. She did twice. So Kenneth stated Letecia and Harley moved in with him after they dated for approximately 4 months. But things quickly began to deteriorate between them, and the relationship ended 2 months later. Kenneth recalled Letecia often asking him to babysit Harley during their breakup so she could go on dates with other men. So after they broke up, Leticia's asking Kenneth to babysit Harley so she could go on dates. Kenneth said Letecia once snuck up on him and attacked him from behind, putting him in a chokehold and biting him on the back. Kenneth told me Letecia was charged criminally for the incident, but he did not know the outcome of the case. So Letecia attacked him randomly, put him in a chokehold, and literally bit him. Kenneth said approximately 9 months after he and Letecia broke up, ready for this? A police officer arrested him at his home for assault 9 months after they broke up. Kenneth said the officer told him it was because he assaulted Letecia earlier that day. But Kenneth stated he had not had any contact with Letecia for approximately 9 months. So imagine breaking up with somebody. You have not seen them in literally 9 months. And then all of a sudden you get a knock on the door. You're getting arrested for assaulting your ex earlier that day when you haven't seen them in 9 fucking months. Kenneth told me the case was eventually dismissed. Kenneth said he could not remember most of the details regarding his relationship with Letecia because it had been so long since they dated, but did remember a time when he drove Letecia, Harley, and one of Harley's friends to Disneyland for a vacation. Kenneth recalled getting into a big argument with Letecia, which resulted in the vacation ending early. I captured my interview with Kenneth on a digital recorder and transferred a copy of the recording to a compact disc, and I entered the disc into evidence as item number 659. So she has a history of this, guys. A very long history. What I don't understand is not only did you attack and bite and assault this man, but then 9 months goes by. What happened that day that Letecia, you know what that tells me? Can I give you my theory? It's just my theory. If this guy is saying 9 months later, after not seeing her, he got a knock on the door and he was arrested for allegedly assaulting Letecia earlier in the day, that tells me Letecia, in my opinion, my theory, Letecia was already dating another guy, and just like in Tisha fashion, she probably got into a fight with her current boyfriend, something along those lines. And then what does Tisha do? She makes up a huge, big story and narrative that, oh my, well, I was attacked. My ex-boyfriend attacked me. Da, 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 da. The same things we heard with Al, of how her ex, like she was scared of her ex, and even Al said, could it have been your ex who did this? And she was so deep in the lie, she had to follow through with, okay, well, here's his information. And so then they go and show up, because I can't really think of any other theory of why randomly 9 months later would she claim that this guy assaulted her, unless it was intertwined with a new lie she was telling a new boyfriend and then had to follow through with the actual charges. Because as you can imagine, if her current boyfriend thinks you really did get attacked, well, I'm driving down to the police station right now to press charges. So that's what I think. But all right, guys, so I'll stop it there. And then the next call that we're going to continue on with, probably tomorrow, is going to be with Papa again. It's going to, the chick. Hi, ho. Oh my goodness. Hello. What an amazing surprise just as I was about to end. But hello, it's so lovely seeing you. But all right, so I know I'm going to be on tomorrow, so I'm probably going to continue with Tisha calls tomorrow. But if not, definitely Thursday. Wait, tomorrow's Thursday. So if not, definitely Friday. But we're going to continue on, and we're going to start with Papa, because that's who the next call is with. So thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate the shit out of every single one of you. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing night, and I will see you all tomorrow.